So basically, this is for all of you who are about to graduate or have just graduated and don't know what to do with your life. It is not a time to panic. I thought it was, and I panicked. Do any of you guys ever have like a really bad smell in your room and you can't figure out where it's from? Like, okay, that's a really weird way to start this video, but there's something. There's been something for like the past couple days that's stanky in here, and I can't figure out what it is because we just cleaned and it's aggravating. But anyways, that is not what this video is about. I will hopefully find what it is eventually. But this video is about back to school things. Hooray! Thank the Lord I am out of school, and sucks for you guys who are in school. But hopefully this video will give you inspiration and help you out. So, first of all, for those of you that do have to go back to school, you gotta try and stay on the positive side because it's hard to stay on the positive side when you have to go back to cruddy school. I mean, maybe you like school. Me personally, I hated school with a burning passion. But, you know, for the vast majority of you that are going back to school, maybe where you live, the season is changing, leaves are changing colors maybe. I know that happens here in Wisconsin. Otherwise, you could just look forward to seeing your friends again at school and getting an education. Okay, let's be real, school sucks. For those of you that like school, I honestly congratulate you, but I think you're crazy because I don't get what's so fun about school. You go and you put in like 7 to 8 hour days. You don't get paid for anything. You gotta sit through boring classes. Like, come on, man. Ooh, I hated it so much. But this video is more leaning towards if you're kind of older, if you're like a senior or a junior, or maybe you just graduated high school. I want to kind of share my experience with you guys and try to kind of make you a little bit happier, if that makes any sense, which it doesn't. Okay, moving on, I'll get to the point. If you don't know what you're doing with your life, that was my predicament. Senior year, all of senior year, I was completely stressed out, like overloaded. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. And you know, my parents obviously wanted me to go to college, and I was just always dead set on going to college. I never even considered not going to college because why wouldn't I go to college? But I couldn't think of something I was passionate enough about to want to major in college. And you know, obviously there were a lot of people telling me, you know, you can be undeclared for the first 2 years, like, you got time. But honestly, I am so indecisive that I was like, 2 years is nothing. Like, I probably still won't know what I want to do, and I'll be stuck in school, like, trying to pay it off. Like, college is so expensive, and college is so time consuming, and I was just like, I don't know, man. So basically, this is for all of you who are about to graduate or have just graduated and don't know what to do with your life. It is not a time to panic. I thought it was, and I panicked. But eventually I did make the decision not to go to college, and honestly, it was one of the best decisions of my life. I was terrified that everyone was going to be disappointed in me, and everyone was going to look down on me. You know, all my friends were going off to college, and how could I be the one to stay back, you know? But if there's nothing that you are passionate about, that you want to spend that much money and time on, there's no reason to go. If you ever change your mind, you can always go to college later on in your life, you know? It's obviously the more majority thing that people do is go to college right after high school, but you don't have to. There's no rules on when you can go to college. You could go to college when you're 50, you know? So this video is kind of a little more serious, I guess. It's not really a funny video, but I just want to let you guys know, don't freak out, because I know that this could be a very stressful time of year. Trust me, I was there. And even if everyone's expecting you to go to college, just keep in mind that you don't have to go. And I'm just realizing that maybe this is sending a bad message, because I mean, if there is something you want to go to college for, definitely go. Like, get an education so you can get that career. If I wanted to become like a nurse or whatever else I'd go to college for, obviously I'd go, you know, if that was my passion. Personally, I just didn't really have a passion. Now, I found YouTube shortly after leaving high school, I believe, and it kind of saved me because, like I said, I was freaked out and I did not have any clue where my life was headed. Now, obviously, you know, this isn't a career because you have to have a lot of subscribers to make this a career, but this has definitely been a good outlet for me, a good hobby, if you will. It's really just made me focus my goals more and kind of realize what kind of stuff I'm more geared towards. For the time being, I have just been jumping around from job to job. You know, none of them are really great, but that's a good way to figure out what you like to do and what you don't. You know, I've learned a lot about customer service. I've learned a lot about just talking to people, working with different things. This video seems very rambly all of a sudden, but I just really want to get that point across because thinking back to what state I was in, like panic, freaking out, like life was terrible for me because I just was so stressed. And I just want to let you guys know that you don't have to feel like that. Even if you're only in middle school right now, because I know a lot of you probably are. Eventually, you're gonna get to high school and you're gonna graduate. And if by that point you don't know what you want to do, just know life is a very open place. College is not the only path. I guess that's all I really am trying to say in this very ranty video. So, yeah, I mean, I guess that's it. For all of you who are in school, good luck to you. Try to have fun with it. If you don't, then you're like me. But that's okay, you'll make it through someday. And yeah, I guess if you like this video and think it is good advice, give it a thumbs up. If you think it's bad advice, don't give it a thumbs down, but feel free to comment down below, giving me your input. And subscribe for more videos similar to this one. I will see you guys next week with a new video. Bye! Just click on my face.